Hello children, today part 2 of table. Now already you know how you can work with tables, and you can insert a table in 3 ways. Already you know. So think that I want to get a table with the 5 columns and 2 rows, right? So I said that you can type it in this way and press tab key, or you can use arrow keys, or you can click mouse the cell that you want to type, so this way. So and you already learned how to increase the number of rows. And think children that if you want to align these content or text within this cell, first you need to select only single cell. Just keeping cursor within that cell is more than enough. Either you can select the row that you want to align, or either you can click here, so the cell row will be selected. And if you go to layout, then you can use these first alignment buttons to align. So this is center, right, likewise. And you can go to home tab, and you can select one of these to align. And hope you understood about that. And next I would like to talk about a color text, that is only font color. There is no icon here. You can click home tab and access this font color. You can change the color of font within cell. And think that if you want to color these cells, that is you can do it. Go to layer, go to design tab. After you selected this, you can do this and click design, and you can apply the color which is the you want to show here. Okay, likewise. And same time you can apply border style in this way. So you can click here and can select any border. There are several borders here. I would like to get this one, and I like red. Can draw on it in this way. You can see that we can format our table. Maybe mistake. There you can see. Can drag it up to the first place. I formatted. I thought of applying inner lines using this one and different color. There. In this way you can see, so I formatted the table. And again that you can see the drawing icon is there. You can click on this pen. So click on this icon to off this, and after that if you want to format your border quickly, so you can click on here and you can select one of these given styles. So think this one. So it is already applied, and you there is no time wasting, so quickly you can apply. That is available under this design, under table styles. I will delete this table, create another table quickly this way. Right. Next, think right. You remember your timetable. In their interval, that row is a single cell. How we can make this all the cell into one? That is called merge cell, children. Then if you want to merge, at least you need to select two cells like this, vertically or horizontally, like this, or either this way. So after that, under this layout, you can click on this merge cell icon. You can see that two cells became one cell. Everything, if you want to merge this row, you can click on this merge cells, and more cells if you want, you can select it like this. You can merge, right, like in this way. So I will undo it. So think that you want to these two you want to merge. You can select in horizontally, vertically, and you can merge. So this is how you can, you know, merge cells. It's very important. And there is a one option you need to know, that within if you want to manage text within merge cells. Now think I have type here. If I want to get it middle here or within this cell some other locations, you can use these alignment buttons to manage it. Now we are in the top left, children. So this is top center, top right. So this is center left, and this is center right, and this is bottom left, bottom center, bottom right. So this way you can align whenever you want this text, right? So these topics, if you want to rotate, so there is option. So that is text direction, children. In this way you can rotate, and think that if you want to change the width of these cells, and you can move your mouse point into this location. You can see mouse point is changing to now present, that you can notice in this mouse pointer. You drag it. Okay, so why only this one alone moving? So this part is selected. Now deselect it. Have that, children. You can drag it like this, or either you can double click, right? Likewise here you can see, or either you can click and drag. This way you can change width of the cells according to your cell content or text content of your table. So there is another way you can do it, fast way. So you can notice here there is a small box. You can vertically, horizontally, you can change the size of your cell. Now that you can see our table became smaller. So then if you want to take it middle, so center, whole table, if you want to make it center, you need to click on this, you know, this point, okay, this icon. So click on that. So after that you can go to home. You can select this middle align. You can see it is moved, okay, into correct alignment. And just normally if you selected in this way, and if you press this one, it won't move. It only align whatever you type things within cells. If you want to align your table, you need to click on this icon here and select any alignment icon, or you can use shortcut keys, right? Already you know shortcut keys, right? So this is turn. You can see, because that you can the text what we type here is text direction is different than normal, right? So I will make it normal. Likewise, right? Now you know how you can work with this. And same time, think that you want to divide this column into two columns. So we'll see how we can do that. So that is, you can use command is called split cells. So how we can work with that? So keep the cursor and split cells. I want to make this column in only this cell, this column, this cell into two columns. Now you can see number of columns 2 and number of rows is 1, because I only want to create another column only for this cell. I will press OK. Now you notice that is how you can, you know, use split cells, right? So, and we'll think that whole column we want to divide into 3 columns. So then click on the split cells that is available under layout here. So after that I will, you know, change that into 3 columns, and number of rows same I want. And if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns is rows is available. Now you can see it is, you know, created 3 columns. And this cell, if I want to, you know, divide into 2 rows, so how we can do it? I will select these 3 columns, and I will click on the split cells, and after that I will change number of rows into 2, and you can notice it is double of you can see there are 3 columns and it became, you know, 6. No, we want to change that one into now 3 columns. Then it never created any extra columns, and my single row will be split into 2. Here you can see, and you can see this is, you know, changed, and you can, you know, make it correct by dragging this place. Likewise you can change it, okay? Then how this is how you can work with the split cells. And And next I would like to talk about and delete. Already you know, delete table, right? So next we will talk how we can perform a simple calculation within a table. Okay, right, we will think name and subject 1, subject 2, and here I want to display total, right? So we'll type a name, so A 1572. Okay, I want to calculate the total of these two cells. So what you will have to do is you can click on this formula under this layout. The cursor is here, children. So after I click, you can see it is going to calculate the sum from left side. Okay, we don't have any other method to talk about specifically this cell in that way. Whatever the value on the left side, it will calculate and display here. Okay, now you can see if you add and see this one, the answer is correct, isn't it? You think there's a B person, 77 and 89, so I want to add these two. Okay, now you can see, you have to be careful, don't press OK. It is going to add this cell and this cell. Note that we want to change this function into left, isn't it? That whenever you want, you can type within this bracket without changing other things, and you can press OK, and if you add these two, answer is correct. Now I want to find the grand total. How we can do it? I need to add these two to here. We click it. Now you can see, now here equal sum above. Now we can understand. So this is correct for this case, and I will press OK. So this is how you can calculate within table. Hope you understood, and do more practicals, and you can find some table example from magazines and books and try out, and there you will be these techniques are more than enough to manage a table, right? And I want to tell you one thing, and if you have many columns, children, so then you have to change your orientation, otherwise there will be no space to type. So then you can change this one into landscape. You can see there are more spaces available, and you can add more columns to this with the landscape orientation, right? Next I would like to talk about, children, mail merge. There is a function is called mail merge. It's very important, children. This is be used using a single letter. We can create multiple documents from it. As example, think there is a meeting, so think only within main letter it change the name and address, and think of the sum amount to pay there within that meeting. Only that few things, and all the things will be common to each and every letter. Think that you have to create 100 from that. So using this mail merge technique, easily you can create multiple documents from that whatever we created simple template. So we'll see how we can work with this one. So first we need to have a main document, or the template or main document. So I will type roughly. Okay, think of the this is my name and the address. We think after that, this is the person who received this, and I'll type name within these boxes. Then you can easily understand this part only we are going to change. Okay, then address. It doesn't matter that is simple or capital. So this one will be changed later. This is the heading of our letter. So this is the content about the letter, and think here I have to mention some amount of money. Okay, and thank Q. Okay, I made a rough document. This is called main document, children. Okay, if you like that, you can save it and you can start to do mail merge later. Even doesn't matter, you can save and keep if you want for a later use, right? Now this case I'm not going to use it. I'm going to finish this one today. That there are few steps, try to understand and keep you good concentration. Here I'm going to make a letter. So then I will, after typing main document, I will click here and then I will select step by step mail merge wizard. So in this case you can see there are 6 steps. Now I am in the first step, and with this wizard it is easy to do our work. So first I said this is I'm going to create a letter. Apart from the letter, you can create email messages, envelope. You can, if you think that if you want to print envelope, you can create that addresses and you can do it. Some labels are the directories you can make if you want. So then my case, I would like to work with the letters, and after that I will click starting document link. So this is second step of that one. So it has another 3 options here. So how do you want to set up a letter? So use the current document. That means, children, so if I already opened I created the main document which I created, so that is about it. Use the current document. I'm going to use this one. Start from templates means this word processing software created some templates are there. If that is this one will close, children. Because of that I'm not going to press it. That Word itself created some templates are there. If that is suitable one is there, you can open it within this one without typing anything. So I think yesterday I saved one is there. Today I'm going to work with that one. Then if you haven't opened that one into Microsoft Word, so you can click this one and you can open whatever created file saved one. Now today my case I'm going to use this current document, this one, and after that I will click on select recipient, third step. And this case, children, these are the things it going to change each and every document. So regarding this one, we need to type a small database and we need to save it by the list. Think whether there are 50 recipients, so I want to include this create multiple documents. So that one I need to type earlier type list is there. I have to get, and I can join or merge with this one. So how we can do that? Okay, there are 3 options. Use an existing list. Now I don't have any created list here. So then next one I will select, that is type a new list. These 2 options only mostly we will select it, and I will select type a new list. Then after that it is allow me to create, so I will click create. You can see here you can type if that some topic is equal to this one, you can type some whatever change in data here. So if not that, if you want to type this this topic here and customizing, then you can click customize columns. Then these topics you can delete it if not necessary. So likewise it does. Okay, I will delete this. Yes. If you delete this one, next time if you are creating another new mail merge, all the topics will be there. Okay. Yes. After that you can click add button. Then I'm going to add this first topic. You don't want to type full title like this or field name, so you can just type NAO. If you can recognize that one, more than enough. This is only a topic, right? Under this topic only later we are going to enter data. So I'll type as it is name. So second one is address. I'll type address and it's okay. And the third one is amount. Here I will type that amount and I will press OK. I finish adding, customizing these field names or topics what we want, and I will press OK. So you can see only that particular things only available here. Now this is easy. I'm not going to type the exact names and things. So understanding purpose, I'll type here AA, and address also I'll give same letter. Amount we will type 500. So what I want to tell you, children, so after here press tab key to go to second record. The first record already finished. You will type like 6 or 7 records and BB. 150, and in this case CC and TTT. I choose this capital letters, then after create this one, easily you can understand what letter we are observing, so that is easy, right? We'll think that this much only, that if you have many recipients or many data to enter, so you can type it and you can save and keep for a later use, and next time when you are doing, if this list is suitable, you can open it and within a little time you can finish it. I will press OK, children. So after that, this list need to save. That one will save under documents. There is a subfolder is called my data source under that list. This list is called source document, and this is not going to save it as Microsoft file. It will save it like a database file. So then after that, what I am going to do is I'll give a name. I'll type my list of meeting one list. I will press save. Then after that, it asks me to, do you want to select this all to create a letter. So think that now the present situation, this person doesn't want, you can off it and can create. Then only 1 2 3 4 5 letters will be created. Okay, likewise you can select this time if that needed. If one of this record, if you don't want, you can deselect. So I'll keep everything selected and I will press OK. Right, now next step is I will click write in your letter, and in this stage you have a small work. Now this is main document, and already we created the source document with the data which need to create the multiple other document. So then what you have to do, first you select this whole thing with this greater than and less than symbol. Even if you type this one or not, doesn't matter. That topic which you want to merge with the main document and the source document, you need to select. After that, you click on insert merge field icon under this mailing table. You can notice here these topics they will be displaying here, which we created in the source document. Now I'm going to click on that. So now you can see here it is it changed that name into whatever I typed that one in the source document, and the address is came up. I'm going to change that. Some changes will happen when we inserted these things, and you can make it correct. Again, I will click on this merge field and I will select address, and I have to change merge another one topic, that is amount. I selected and I'm going to add amount. Now before you go to next step, children, think that amount whatever you want to display need to bold. Then you can go to home and can apply bold. Then all the letters are whenever we press the next step, so all the documents or multiple document which create this one will be bold. Okay, now think I don't want to change any other, so I will click preview your letter. Now you can see that letter the data E letter is created, and where are other those. Okay, we'll see complete the merge. Okay, and after that if you want to print this one, you can click on this print, and you can insert a page. Then you can press OK. Then it print all the letters, and I will press cancel, and you can notice here you only one document, but I said it create multiple documents. Where are other those? Okay, now we will see. We will click on this mailing, and you will notice here 5 is there. The 5th letter is showing here. So when I click this one, now this is the 4th letter, children, and this is 3rd letter. This is second letter. This is first letter. Likewise, it created number of multiple documents here. Whenever you ask to print, so it will print all the data. So either think whether that you have done some modification here, and after that if you want to print the 3rd letter to 5th letter, then it print only that much. Okay, likewise you can give a range, and after you press now if you doesn't have a printer, don't press OK, cancel it. So that is the best way you can, if you doesn't have a printer, cancel it. And so that way you can create mail merge, right, children? So So I will show you how you all can create a mail merge quickly if you have already created list is their source document. Here I got a new document and think that go to layout, change that to your page into A4. So better that always practice that one, and I will select from there no spacing, and I would like to change this one font size into 12, and this is my detail. Let's see how fast we can do. The date will think 12/5/2020. So this is the person here that we want to add the person name and the address. Okay. So if you are a touch typer, you won't get much time. So touch type means without seeing the keyboard if you can type. So amount, type it here, and I will keep one space here. Alright, paragraph that I want to display. Paragraph is too big. I'll break this paragraph from middle and right. And thank you part. Thank you. Right. The signature name. Right. Now after that I created my main document. I will go to mailing and start mail merge, step by step mail merge wizard. I will create letter, starting document. So this current document I am going to use, and I have a list. Then I will use this, use an existing list, and you can click browse and it is showing you a list. This is the list that I already selected, and I will open that one. You can if you have, there may be many lists that if you created that suitable, and you can select. Now already I have select only, save only one, so I will press OK. Now I have to do a write your letter, you press, and I will select this name. So after that I will merge this source document with the main document. Main document, it means this one, children. Okay, this whatever current document. I would like to keep one space between that and amount. I'm going to click this place and amount. Okay, keep a space, and I thought of bold, control P. Okay, now preview your letter, complete. You see whether how fast is this function when you are creating from a common letter of many multiple documents. Yeah. Okay, right. This is about children mail merge. This is very important function within Microsoft Word, and all the notes regarding this one I will give you on the next video. Practice this again and again, and keep it in your mind. Thank you very much.